Welcome everyone to the Real Whovians cast. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Ben. What's up, Ben? What's up, Scott?
Split.
What's up, Vaughn?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about these big rumors that I'm getting from some sources. The one room we covered all of them, but I want to talk about this again because for some reason it kind of sort of must have leaked to the press, or maybe not leaked. They just saw my cast and they just decided to ask Jodie Whittaker a question. So they did ask Jodie Whittaker a question: how long she's going to be the doctor? Are you only going to be a 1-year doctor? And she's like, I can't answer that question. Now, I'm going to say this. It's interesting how we talked about it, and then some reporter asked her that very question. What I heard was, and again, this is rumors. Take it with a grain of salt. But at the same time, it may be spoilers. We don't know. So it may be a rumor, may be true, may not be true, maybe a spoiler. So from what I heard, we all heard about this grueling schedule that they do as the doctor, 10 months out of the year. She gets a benefit because it's only 8 months out of the year. But she made a statement that she's not doing one movie role this year, while she's playing the doctor. You got to look at that very carefully, because in a way, it's like, yeah, I want to do it, but I'm obligated and I want to be the doctor and I have to do this. Don't think for 1 minute that she's going to turn down any massive roles next year. Okay? I'm going to tell you right now, from what I heard this thing, and this person, has been reliable in the past, and they swear it up and down. They said that don't be too surprised if she regenerates, and regardless of whatever her speech is going to be, because we don't even know what the context is going to be or how close she is with the companions or whatever, one of the last things she says is, I was the first woman and I'm not going to be the last, like that. And the next doctor will be a woman again. I've been told that it's like 85% that the next doctor will be a woman, regardless of how long she's going to be, even if it's not a year, if it's 2 years or a year and a half. And I'll talk about the year and a half thing right in a few seconds. That he is just going to go, and it's going to be Diversity City, where if he had his way, there would be a new doctor every year. And in the 5 years that he does the show, there'll be 5 female doctors. Now, again, don't know if that's going to happen, but it is a strong possibility. What do you say, Ron?
I think this is BS, and I think he needs to sit down somewhere and actually write a decent script before he starts playing God with the doctor. So this is
and again, but this is just a rumor, Von, though. Let's not take it as serious. We can't be like yelling at him and stuff if he.
No,
if
no, but still, I am. If it is a rumor, I'm about fed up with Chris Chambler anyway. So basically, if it's a rumor, okay, I'm sorry, but this is box ticking. If he's going through it, we don't know. So I can't come in if it's box ticking or not. But if it is box ticking, then he's wrong. I think the problem is that when you get these showrunners who think that, do they even understand why regeneration was implemented in the first place? It was a fail-safe for the actors. In case something goes wrong with the actors, they can replace the actors without killing the character.
Not as a gimmick.
Not as a gimmick. No. But this was something like if it was implemented when Ren Hartner changed to Troughton, he was really sick. So they had to figure out a way to keep the show running with the same character makeup. So they put in regeneration as a fail-safe for any actor who is gravely ill or can't go on no further in the role. they are to be replaced by an actor who is up to the standards or can handle the role, which now seems today that's not the case anymore. Sorry, it's not the case anymore. I think now it's more of a gender setting and box ticking. I still, and people might get mad, I still say that this is a stunt cast. It serves no purpose but to alienate and polarize a community that was built on the basis of kindness, love for a character that's been established 50 years, 54 years. But now it's like I'm gonna get my point across with this character, and sir, you're piggybacking off of an established character still. I mean, I'm all for diversity, but it can't be diversity for the sake of diversity. It has to be something that has to teach the people and make a intelligent choice in diversity. So if he's going this route, you're gonna mean to tell me that you're gonna have a say an Indian per
Well,
female
that the rumor was that the 14th Doctor is going to be of Indian descent,
descent.
and
Okay,
then they would do probably Asian, then they do African, well, not
descent.
American, because African, British,
British descent.
whatever,
Yeah.
and then they would do something else. But supposedly another factor to why he wants to do this is that the ratings are so bad, and also, anybody that steps in the role, their careers may skyrocket. So we would get a shock value every single year, giving somebody a reason to tune in.
But that's not a solid, I know what you're saying there, but it's not a solid reason to have a regeneration every year
Correct.
because it's not and people might get mad, but it's not a really good reason to regenerate anybody. If she knew that she cannot, I don't know if it's coming from her or it's from the showrunner doing this, which he wrong because that means that she's set for that year. She can't go no further than the 1 year, even if she wanted to stay. If it's coming from her,
I mean, the thing
then
is, they didn't film the last episode yet.
right.
But well, you know what? Let's get your opinion. I'm going to get Scott's opinion, Ben's opinion. Then I'm going to continue on further about this to add, and then you get your opinions again. So, go ahead, finish, Bob.
Oh no, I'm finished. Go ahead. I want to
right,
hear
Scott.
everybody.
If this is what Chibnall's doing, and he's just setting this up as a gimmick, it's gonna. And they talk about how the ratings are not that good. Well, then cool it with the gimmick. This, just like they used the whole regeneration and energy in Capaldi's era and Smith's era as a weapon. This whole let's turn her into a woman each year. No, You're going to drive the ratings even further. You're going further down the drain, and you're going to prove, and you're basically going to prove to people that nobody really wanted a woman as the Doctor in the first place. And if the show gets canceled in Capaldi's era, Chibnall's era. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's the 13th Doctor. It doesn't matter if it's the 14th Doctor. They're going to blame the showrunner Chibnall for destroying a classic show. And if this is the only way he can keep the rating, keep the show on the air, then I'm sorry, drop out now. Don't waste money which you're receiving from. Don't cheat the fans, and don't constantly use the money that you're getting from China to put out garbage.
What do you have to say, Ben?
That's all I have to say.
Hey, Moffat, you want to come back? It turns out you're not going to be the showrunner of the show anymore.
Well, here's the thing now. The argument was that, from what I heard, and again, it's rumor. Listen, we have to cover stuff. I'm not going to cover what coat she wore, what earrings she wore. We're going to cover rumors once in a while. So, what I understand, he's blaming the ratings possibly on it not being unique, not being fresh, that there needs to be a Doctor every single year. Now, again, this may not happen, but here's another factor. Another factor is He wants to take vacation too. Now, he didn't get a break supposedly from Broadchurch. Also, she may have something lined up for a movie, and it's going to interfere with the filming for next year. And we may have her for longer than a season, but we may have her for a season and a half. Because the thing is, if they do take a break or if they do whatever, you're going to get half of 10 episodes. You're going to get 5 or a split season or something. Don't think for 1 minute that, even though this is a rumor, that the BBC is never going to do a split season again or a specials year either, or a 1 or 2 episode. They will. Okay, this happens all the time. It happened since it came back. There's going to be a year where they're going to do that. Okay, so again, I hope my Matrix Lord's opinion, I want her to be the Doctor
Same here.
for at least 3 years. Okay, but that's me not even seeing her yet, because I don't like when we get a 1 year or 2. We never had a 2 year, but I mean of the new Who I'm talking about. But I wanted to see it longer. Okay, so there's a factor about ratings. There's also the factor that the reason why they put the woman's logo in secret in the Doctor Who ribbon symbol in the Doctor Who logo was that Chibnall was never going to have a man doctor. So in other words, it would make perfect sense when the Doctor regenerates, because you don't have to worry about the women's symbol in there, because the Doctor's going to be woman, women, women, woman, woman, woman. The whole time Chibnall is showrunner, and he's not going to change the logo either. It's going to be the same.
I'll feed with him.
Yeah. Now, we are going to get some. Here's the thing. I don't know if that's going to happen. This is a rumor. Another rumor we got was the fact that while everything's going to be calm, and not calm, but the episode's going to be different and historical, he's going to throw us like off guard with the Daleks appearing in the finale, attacking, whatever, supposedly. Totally messing up the whole plan of the whole season. Shock reality. There's threats out there. You need to take care of that. History lesson over. Okay? We got to go. We got to take care of stuff. So that is believable, because the Daleks always appear once in a while in the finale. They have to appear. Might as well use them. I mean, as far as using them in the finale, well, maybe they want to prove how good she is as a Doctor to take on the Daleks. And what did I say before all this rumor came out? What did I say that you do with Jodie Whittaker? You throw her the Daleks at her. You throw the kitchen sink. Didn't I say that?
Yep.
I said to throw it out of episode 1, but we may get to the end of the season to throw the kitchen sink at her. So she'll get her feet wet a little bit. She'll get used to being a woman, and then boom, how do you deal with the Daleks? So again, that's a rumor. And again, take this with a grain of salt. Listen, we called a lot of things on here. I called a lot of things on here. People flipping me out, telling me I'm crazy that I said Matt Smith's leaving. They're like, no way, you're wrong, Major Lord. You're a piece of crap. You know what? I wanted him to stay, but I was right. He left. I called out the test selector thing, called out the River Song thing. A lot of things I called in Doctor Who. A lot of times I don't want to be right, but I was right. And I wanted it to be better than what I guessed it to be. But it is what it is. And you know what? I'm going to predict stuff. And we were dead on with Eccleston's thing. That's for sure. That same source. We were dead on. That told me years ago. We were dead on about that. So I know other people a little angry about that, but whatever. So go ahead, Ron, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna say, do they not think that people are gonna be tired of the regeneration as a whole doing it that way? Like it's almost to the point where people are gonna get burned out with it, and that's not what
the whole thing is. They think it's done. The rumor I heard is it's commissioned for 5 more years. You know, he's gonna do his best job he can, but at the same time, he's gonna keep it in his head that it may be over after it's commissioned for 5 years, and that's it. So he's going to experiment as much as he wants then, because it's like, what who cares? I guess that's the attitude I heard.
So it's basically going to be one big season of like they did with Cromley on their end. It's going to be people experimenting.
He's going to do a lot of experimenting. If it takes off, it takes off. If it doesn't, he got his message out because he wants to show diversity, but he's going about it the wrong way, especially putting it in the show.
Yeah.
If you want to experiment, fine. Experiment with storylines. Give us. We're tired of the entire Earth adventures. We're tired of companions that are always from the present, or even from Earth. If you want to experiment, then experiment with having a season where the lion's share of them are off of Earth. Experiment where the companions aren't from modern.
Yeah, exactly. Experiment with
this garbage, and I'm going to call it as it is. It's garbage, where you go, oh, woman, and then, oh no, they've regenerated, woman. This is the problem I had with when they introduced Davros first up, because it got to from the original series. I'm just using this as an inference here. 20 episodes out from Genesis. Oh, cool, Davros. 90 episodes afterwards. Oh, it's Davros.
Well, he appeared every year after a while.
Out from Genesis. Yeah. 5, 4, 3. Oh, big surprise.
He appeared a lot.
Yeah. And you're going to constantly use the whole let's change him into change the Doctor into a female every single season, then you're going to be the one that kills the show, like I said before, and it's no longer bang.
And it's not
that's what you want. You want it to be a bang instead of, oh boy, we timed that.
It's not really diversity when you limit a gender. I'm sorry. I mean, it's good to when you limit a gender, it's not diversity. That is, it should. Here's the thing. It should have went to the best person. I would be okay if this was not one gender. And I know people say, why you say that? Are you? No, it's not about me being against the female doctor. I'm not. It's just the fact that if you are going to do true diversity, you should get at least an African descent black male. You know what I'm saying? You should get maybe an Indian male or Indian woman. Whoever is the best fit for that role, regardless of what color there is, what gender there is.
I think it's against the law to say we're only taking for the doctor like just
it is
of like African American or Indian or Asian. Like that's kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
like it feels racist in a way.
No company, they have things in place for that, because that under equal opportunity over here is
look, they couldn't even have a woman screening only for Wonder Woman. That Ale House got in trouble and they got sued and they lost a lot of money and they broke the law. So you can't do that in this day and age because it's kind of racism in a way. It's like, you know.
But over here, that wouldn't fly. That would not fly. But over there, they might have different rules over there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing. This is a foreign show we're talking about. Because we can't really apply how it works over here to what's going over there. Because honestly, the way they treat their actors, that wouldn't fly over here at all. No, the way they treat. I just want to tell the audience again. Please understand, we're doing a debate based on a rumor. We don't know if this is going to happen. We don't know if any of it's going to happen. No, it might not happen like that.
But again, and sometimes sources get things wrong. But this source is the same source that told me about Eccleston. So back in the day. So I'm just going to say that I've heard crazy rumors too that we didn't even cover. I talked about Davros that regeneration energy is going to heal him completely. So he's going to be able to walk. He's going to be able to whatever. Now, we didn't see that, but he's still within hours of the cycle of that too. So,
but
all I'm saying is, I don't expect, Chibnall to have Davros show up in a suit and be like 20 years old trying to throw Jodie Whittaker off. That's a ridiculous rumor. I heard that rumor. I'm like, I don't even know if I talk about that one. But, yeah.
But, it's doing serving a purpose. It's sparking these conversations that actually need to happen. which is what needs to happen anyway, because basically the route is going. We don't know. See, this is why a lot of people are nervous about this, because it's a lot of things. And you can see that even in the little photo shoots and what, people are taking stuff out of what is going on. But if he is, I just wish, I hope it's not true, because that would be a grave mistake on their part, because
It's an insult to Jodie
they're
Whittaker.
playing, it is an insult to Jodie Whittaker. And it's not fair to her. She took the part under the belief that she could do the role to the best of her ability. And I'm pretty sure that she took the part on the belief that if it goes farther, it goes farther. I don't think there was a time limit with her. But if there is a time limit and she's unaware of this, then y'all wrong. They're wrong for this.
People are probably scratching their head with my opinion, because they're like, wait a minute, you didn't want a woman doctor, but now you don't want her to leave in the 1 year. Yeah, there's a reason for it. Because, first of all, I never liked any doctor to say only 1 year. I wish we could have got Christopher Eccleston for longer. But the thing is, by the second year, they're in their groove.
Exactly.
Or they're getting in their groove. So their second season or their third season is going to be better. I mean, look at freaking Sylvester McCoy. I mean, come on. I mean, the second season, third season, I mean, they're in their groove. That's what I'm trying to say. So, like, I really want to see her comfortable in the role.
Yeah.
And
I want to see Jodie Whittaker Series 11, Series 12, Series 13.
Yeah.
And then after 13, she's a 13 Doctor. Boom, regeneration. I mean, I want to see her 3 years. But I'm not going to get that probably. Or maybe I will. I don't know.
Allow her, if she is supposed to be the debut woman, don't insult us, don't insult her, and prove to everybody that you were just doing this as a gimmick.
Yeah.
Let her stay on for 2, 3 years she wants to be on. Right. And granted, she may, after a while, grow tired of the role. But let it be her decision to
and
leave,
not yours.
and not because of, oh, we want to show diversity. We want to show that we can give you what you want. And then, boom, another female doctor. No, you're cheating the fans, and you're proving to everybody that you honestly did not want a female doctor in the first place, or you didn't want this particular actress.
And another thing, all that glitters is not gold. Y'all really should think this through if it's going to be that way, because I want to see Jodie go farther than what she is. She has potential. She has amazing potential, but the way I'm seeing it is that you're going to write her the way you want her to be written, where you see her. You're going to put her in this box that is going to stifle her creativity. And then because she's so new to it, that she's not going to have the control like Capaldi did or Tennant had. They're not going to have that. She's not going to have control over the doctor, which you can see that in the choices of costuming that they put on her. Because if I'm sure
she picked her own outfit, I believe.
That she did. Okay,
supposedly.
Well, God bless her then.
Supposedly.
Is this the reason why you didn't want her to do promotions when you first introduced her?
You know, this is the weird thing, right? Let's get off the rumor for a minute. Let's just assume that everything we just said as a rumor never happens. All right? She's the doctor for the second season, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that if Chibnall keeps this philosophy that it's an educational children's show with historic things, don't you think that's going to get old real fast by her second season?
Oh, yeah. Because the unfortunate thing about Doctor Who, you have 54 years of history behind her. So every time she does something, she's going to be compared to another doctor. The show is going to be compared to another series. Series. So the fact is that people are going to get old. I mean, not old, but people are going to be tired of the way things are going because we want variety. We have short attention spans, for God's sakes. That's why you can't look at a commercial more than 1 minute.
Yes.
But that's the philosophy of how we view stuff to this. I don't have a short attention span. I can do it, but that's the way they gimmick stuff now. And I think that if they go past that with it's cool to be educated, okay? You know, Doctor Who has the ability to do that, but I think personally watching it, I'll probably like, where's the flashing trash? Where's the shoot 'em ups? Where's the people to invade? I mean, that's the thrill of Doctor Who. It's an action sci-fi series, and if you take that away from it and be education, you lose stuff. You'll lose history with that.
Okay, here's a notion. Here's a notion. Okay, they're going to stick with the educational background of the main series with her staying on. Here's my question. Is it going to be true historical adventures, or is it going to be with aspects of historical adventures? In other words, throwing in, let's say, a monster from another planet, or we find out that there's another creature. There were also other creatures living during the time of the Silurians and Sea Devils, and they were rivals. And they go, oh, this is the reason why they split off, and why this race has this feeling about the humans, and this has pardon me, feelings of the humans. Now, if they're going to go the whole 100%, we're going to teach you how this happened in this day and age, circa 1966, circa 1512, that is going to get old.
Well, I got to tell you, I want to answer your question.
If they want to have an educational show like that, then you're going to destroy what Doctor Who was. Yes, it was created initially as an educational thing, but when even the makers of Doctor Who realized, preaching history every now and then, as much as it is going to get old, so we need to diversify.
Let me ask you a question. We're like halfway through them filming it, right? Basically. Okay, have we seen one picture of a alien?
Nope.
Okay. Little concerned.
Yeah.
I have to say. I'm not little, I'm very concerned. Because here's the thing. If you're going to keep it on Earth, and you're not really going to go into space, then where's the aspect of Doctor Who traveling in time and space? I mean, I know he's traveling in time, but if you're not doing space, and even in Earth is aliens. So like what is the plan here? Because you gotta, I mean, I know you're spending a lot of money going places, but you gotta have a menace. You gotta have a threat.
You have to have
let me ask you a question, because you're good with history, Vaughn, right?
Yeah.
Has there ever been, and I don't know this, has there ever been an historical woman figure that kind of would hurt the movement or hurt thing, or was like a woman in history that was just really not even for the women's movement, but like a villain? Because here's the thing, I think that they're probably going to have to get a powerful female villain with her. I'm not saying it's going to be from history for Earth, maybe Madame Quaverian, maybe, the Ronnie or the Master or Missy, whatever. But what could you think that they would put her up against? You know that's going to happen. They're going to have a female villain that's going to be like a big threat. And Olivia Colman already spoke out saying she wants to be the biggest of the biggest villains. That won't happen until series 12 probably. But what do you think they're going to do if they had to have a female villain? Would it be from Earth's history, or would it be from like Doctor Who history, or what?
The only one I can think of offhand would be Mary the First. Going through British history, she was pretty pro-Catholic, and she went after a lot of Protestants during her reign. Oh goodness, who else? Yeah. I think if they was gonna do history, they should have did Queen Mary, because Queen Mary was probably the closest one to what we saw as the person who had started with good intentions, but as it progressed, she went after different people and did violent stuff to these people.
Wasn't there like a woman in history that was like a mass murderer that she like cut people and she bathed in their blood? Or was that like that is Elizabeth
Bathory. She was the blood countess.
Yes.
She was rumored to have classic signs of symptoms of a vampire. She was the closest thing to vampirism that we know, and she did this in Hungary.
Right, because I've seen that in movies too. I mean, like they did it in Hostel, I think too. They did it in Fright Night. I think it was in Fright Night reboot or some that David Tennant after the Fright Night 2.
And you also have two more people. You have Emma Guess, the hyena of Auschwitz. She was the second ranking highest female warden of the Nazi concentration camps. And you also have, if you want to do broaden your horizon, the Wicked Queen of Spain, Isabel I of Castile. So, and even if you want to appeal to the Chinese people, you have Wu Zetian, and she was a villainous empress of China. So you have ranges of people that they could go to, but they're not going to do that because why?
Right.
Because they want their doctor to look strong, and they're not going to put her up against. It's just like what Moffat did with Matt Smith. He didn't want his doctor to look weak, so he's not going to put him up against a competing foe. So Chibnall, in order to make his doctor look strong, is not going to be putting his doctor up against people who are that maniacal, that bloodthirsty, which would force the doctor to question their morals.
I also believe that if they was going to do something like that, they would have made it better if they did go that route, because they could have did Mary first instead of King James, which I don't know who made that damn decision. Because King James the First didn't do anything radical doing it. He just did. He had to deal with Protestant Reformation. That's the one part of King James, and Shakespeare. And I could be wrong. He might have did some dirt, but here's the thing. King James is the living heir of Mary Queen of Scots. They took him away they actually took him away, and in Scotland, this group of people raised him. And so when Queen Elizabeth first died, he ends up taking the throne. So that whole thing with him, I don't know why they would choose him, because he wasn't exactly an evil person. He was more victims of circumstance.
Right.
So I would think that they would have went Mary first, because Mary first would have been a good foe for her. And I don't know, even though she was, Elizabeth first sister, and she was the daughter of Henry VIII, she had radical ideals. She killed a lot of people. That's why she got Bloody Mary. They could have went off of the legend of Bloody Mary if they wanted to. I mean, they could have did a strong female character like that.
But I said, they want Chibnall is going the route of Moffat, where he wants his doctor to be strong and doesn't have to battle something very forceful. So he throws her this breadcrumb of this one.
Let's talk about now another subject. The companions.
Oh dear, yeah.
Now, is it possible that if say all that stuff we talked about is just rumor, right? That maybe Chibnall might want to recycle companions and just have new companions every year. Would you be for that?
Yeah, I mean that.
Sure.
I mean, yeah, that's. But they have to be diverse. They have to be. Some of them have to be non-human.
Yes,
that's the only stipulation with that. If you're gonna recycle, have them range from different walks of life instead of always going to the stock companions, as I've been seeing.
The cookie cutter ones.
Even with poor Billy, Pearl Mackey's character, Billy Potts. She was a stock character. She had little diversity about her. She was a victim of circumstances. They didn't play up to what her real situation was. She's a good actress. Don't get me wrong, but they could have done better with her her character.
They could have flushed her out a great deal before they
Exactly.
turned her into a Cyberman.
But I would like more diversity in the companions. I would like to see aliens. I would like to see her go somewhere and find an alien companion, like Layla or God, what's the other ones?
Mila was not an alien though.
But she's not. She was from an alien planet.
Savages.
She was savage. Okay, I don't.
She was a savage in the. No, you're not.
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought she was from another planet. I didn't really get that far into Tom Baker's era. But
yeah.
But that would show diversity. That she was, you know, a savage. So I don't like that word. She was native to her land, and she showed diversity though. She had killer combat skills and everything. I would like to see that. I would like to see something that would be Nessa type thing. Nessa was from a different planet, and even Tracking, that's what
Adric was an alien.
Adric was alien. Good grief. That's about it. They really need some diversity in that department.
Definitely.
Earth-based
companions and modern-day companions is getting old.
And we also need some type of threat.
Yes.
Conflict in the show, drama, different things.
One great one is you brought it up as well. He finds out that one of his old companions is gone off the deep end, or even one of his current companions is with him, but for ulterior motives, and you don't find this out until maybe, if not mid-season. At the end of the season, that would be.
You know what I was thinking?
That could be a good jumping off point for
I heard
season 2.
I heard someone threw something out, and they said, because they said that Chibnall worked with John Sim before, wrote for him, and that don't be too surprised if his master doesn't show up. Don't be surprised if his master shows up with Jodie Whittaker. Now, here's the thing, and this is a very master thing to do, because the master really don't care, right? Especially time and everything, paradoxes and everything. What if John Sim's master knows, well, he has it in his mind, she doesn't know completely Missy, but he could become Missy as he's going down to his TARDIS, right? And what if he does something where he just doesn't regenerate into her, and it just kind of throws the whole universe out of balance, where if he doesn't regenerate into her, like, period, that her doctor's in jeopardy of even existing, because then time will revert back kind of like equality. Like, what if this was a conflict where she's like, you were supposed to, well, she don't even know what happened with Missy, but what if it's a thing where, or maybe it's not necessary that he had to regenerate into Missy, that he just didn't regenerate, he survived, because her memory's hazy, she thinks. And that he just encounters her as the master.
Ooh, here's another idea. What if Missy was like the Valyard
female?
Yeah, it was like a Valyard of the master in a way.
No, she was the master. But what if Missy wasn't the first female?
Twist or hint to.
What if Missy wasn't the first female? What if Missy was the second female? What if, like, the first female is Olivia Colman, maybe? They throw it off like that. That would be weird. I wouldn't want to do that, though.
Isn't there? Well, yeah, we saw that with oh God, what's the name of that one with Donna Nova? Her first episode, actually, the Christmas special. What is it called? I had this weird.
Ragnos.
Yeah, I had this weird idea. And I don't know if they talked about it. I think it was a turn left where something happens that, because it's like don't the doctor have fixed points in time himself, where if something happens,
he's kind of the biggest fixed point, I guess. Because,
and it's like they did this in the I think it was in turn left, where because the companion didn't do something in time.
Right, he died.
Yeah, he died.
Like he went too far.
Yeah, he went too far, and she
stopped him
to pull him back.
What what if the master finds certain points where you know he has to complete this to carry on, and he messed it up somehow? Not killing him, but the timeline is so altered through these points in time that it's just basically a season where she has to go back and try to figure out stuff, and or the
Oh, wait a
rogue
minute.
one.
Why? Wait, if Capaldi could hold back the regeneration energy,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Why couldn't the Master do the same thing?
Well,
Yeah.
remember,
John Sims Master, why couldn't he hold it back too?
Remember, he was the one who also could manage to pull off the trick of being able to change his appearance or keep his appearance where the Doctor wasn't.
Well, he didn't keep his appearance, Master.
No, he was able to control. It was proven that he was able to control his appearance in some slight way.
Where?
In the original series.
Well, he just nobody said he could control it.
You talking about?
I mean, you mean when he ran out of regenerations?
Are you talking about
when he ran out of regenerations? He just de-aged Nissa's father, Tremus, and he was a younger version, right, of him.
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't. I don't think he could control it. No, because he was like, he even said it. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to be a woman." Like he can't control it. I don't think either, really. Because even it was a shock to him when he was Professor Yana, and he's kind of hoping that he'd regenerate young, and then he was young. And he's like, you know, he can't control it.
I thought it was just a random thing. Actually, I thought he didn't.
It's supposed to be a random thing, with the exception of when the woman regenerates.
Yeah.
I guess, well, Romana. Maybe just Romana's
a
special case because Romana excelled at regeneration in school. So maybe because she's within a certain hours of regeneration cycle, she's able to choose it like a shirt.
Could it be that the Doctor also have this ability from school, like it's a learned ability? Like if they have like different sections of the course where they have to.
No, he just don't know. Here's the thing: whatever the reason is, whether it's school or it's that he's not even full Time Lord, like he's half human.
Yeah.
It's always a thing that nobody gets sick with the regeneration but him. He always gets sick after he regenerates, where he may die, the thing may be rejected. And you're always like, well, why is he the only one? Why has it happened to him? And he's always scared lately, like you don't know what he's going to be because he doesn't choose it. Which is a paradox to what Moffat. You know, even he thinks he chose. Here's the thing: the Doctor thinks he chose that face, right?
Yeah.
But you don't really know if he chose the Capaldi face.
That is so specific, though, to choose that face. But even Commander Matzo was kind of suspicious because we can. I mean, that's
it's random.
Case.
It's random. It just he doesn't choose the face. When he regenerates 100 times, yeah, he'll probably get good at it. But maybe. But then again, if he's not fully Time Lord, Gallifreyan, if he's part human, if he was, then maybe that's the thing why, or a little bit percentage human, maybe that's why he has trouble regeneration. Where he just gets sick all the time and amnesia. And is she going to have amnesia?
She probably is. I think she is going to have amnesia. Because that would make more sense for her to have it.
But maybe it would carry over a little. Maybe. Here's the thing. What if it's revealed that because he held back the regeneration energy so long that she might have damage with her memory in this incarnation because of it?
I wouldn't doubt it. I still don't know what triggered that, though. I still don't know how he was able to do that. And what time period are we looking at when it first started? Because there's so many...
I think the regeneration energy is like a battery, right?
Yeah.
He expels it, but it recharges inside, right? And then it goes to its fullest effect, you know, and it gets completed as a regeneration, you know, with the exception of the Stolen Earth, which still makes no sense to me. But anyway,
my thing is, wouldn't oxygen trigger that though? Because he was out in that vacuum so long that he went blind.
What if we've never seen him regenerate into space? What if he regenerates in space? Would it be that effect? Would it be like, or whatever? I mean,
well, he's a humanoid, so he can't really be out there that long if he's humanoid.
He could have used the regeneration energy to, well, he didn't want to regenerate. That's the whole point. He wanted to be blind rather than use his regeneration energy.
Good Lord.
That's crazy.
That is, yeah. But, I was gonna say, but they could have do at least a rogue season where the Doctor goes rogue and something have to happen that to bring him back to
Right.
to
where
bring
he
her
is,
back to where she is. Yeah, let's do a season where he just go AWOL. Like, I had enough. I'm gonna live on the dark side. I'm gonna have
And what if
fun.
the only way to bring him back is to get somebody with experience that knows him, a companion
Exactly.
that
Yep.
has to snap him into reality, like Captain Jack?
Do you know how big that would be? You can bring out all the companions back from old
Or you
and
could just
new.
bring Captain Jack to take him out.
Yeah.
He tried to take out the Master, so you get Captain Jack trying to go after her to stop, snap her, get her brain connected, whatever. I don't know. That was her.
Or she can masturbate at the vampire chick. Like, she takes over that.
You know what? I tell you right now, don't be too surprised now because we mentioned it
Oh God.
that he does it. I'm telling you right now, I could see that happening. I could see them going a little dark and gothic and start doing like a little
Maybe
vampire stuff in
her
there.
first adventure when she she probably gets knocked unconscious or something. She wakes up and it's like they assume that she's an evil person.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Now I'm gonna go on a limb saying that they're definitely gonna have vampires.
Yeah.
Well, that's the only trope they
in those
haven't been in there.
seasons.
They have, because it's. I just say just do rogue. Let's just roll with the rogue season and see how this one this one incarnation deals with being a rogue, and see a massive event where he has to bring back all the companions, like this whole organization of enemies and companions, because this incarnation is such a threat, come together and try to figure out, for one time only, come together and try to figure out how to bring the Doctor back to his senses or her senses. I think that would be a good event.
So would that be like a good finale that the Doctor turns? The Valeyard, and then they're like, "What the hell do we do?" And then the next season, like, what kind of season is that going to be?
And then you can do, and also you can do mini-sodes between the seasons. Like,
it would be like a Locutus.
Yeah.
Yes.
It would be an ongoing thing. Like, it doesn't stop with the finale, but it just carries on. Like, you'll see this companion with this companion trying to figure things out.
But they can't do a whole season of it because then people will fuck out, go crazy.
Yeah. But it'll be like
an episode or two.
Because it would go against their historical adventure aspect.
It would kind of screw the whole thing up. Yeah, it would probably be an episode.
But it'd be a special event. That's what I'm calling it, because
hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah. A special event, but it has to be.
That'd be a good Christmas adventure then.
Well, I don't know. Is that a good Christmas adventure, or is it? That's not a Christmas.
That's not a Christmas story though, because the way I'm picturing it, it won't be a Christmas story. And then between the special or specials, however they want to do it, there'll be like these mini-sodes where you see things happening within each companion, like certain stuff is starting to go wrong. And it just builds on top of each other. But even to do that, you have to be on top of your game, because you have to actually know the history of Doctor Who to pull this off, because you're going to be dealing with different companions. You're going to have probably Kate Manning coming back. And I mean, it would be a big event. You'll have Perry coming back. And then that'll be a shocker to everybody if she comes back, because this is messing with her own timeline. So you can see them two walking, Leela, Perry, and Ace coming in, and
I would love to see the companions come back, man.
Yes.
I would love to see that. But you know what? We're never gonna. I mean, we have a better chance with Chibnall getting past companions than Moffat. Even Russell T Davis would bring everybody back. It was
I say that idea is a missed opportunity. I mean, they can really profit off of this event, and they can get the ratings, because people would be.
Capaldi should have just. When all these people visited on set,
yes.
If I was him, I would be like grabbing a director, say, "Listen, let's just film like a mini-sode," and like they'll never even know. And then you'll see him with like all these people, and it's like.
I have a funny feeling he probably did suggest that at one point, and it got knocked down because egos.
What do you mean if they filmed it on an iPhone or something?
Oh my God, a true found footage thing.
Right.
Yes.
Imagine.
Oh my
God. Imagine Imagine if, because Carol Ann Ford was on the TARDIS
Yeah.
set, right?
Yeah.
You imagine if he just did his own thing because he's a fan himself,
Yeah.
and he just filmed him interacting with her,
Yep.
and just like, and then it gets released in like years from now, and he just makes this whole thing, and people are like, oh, because he had everybody in that TARDIS. He had Janet Fielding in there.
Yeah.
He took pictures with her. I mean, he had Katie Manning in there. He had Georgia Moffat, which is David Tennant's wife, which was played Doctor's daughter. He had everybody in that TARDIS taking pictures and everything. Nobody had that before. He had people come visit the set. Remember?
Yeah, and you can get past Doctor Stu in that too. And then the one person that could bring him back, Carol Ann Ford, his own granddaughter would bring him back. That would be the shocker. That would be your money pot. That the only person can bring him back from the dark side is his granddaughter.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
Here's a fanboy's dream, right? And this is a fanboy's dream. Do you imagine if the power of them being fans, like meaning Moffat and Capaldi and all that stuff, overweighed their responsibilities to show and everything? And you imagine if somehow Moffat took like secret money from like the budget to do stuff to release later on, like stuff that you like what? Because here's the thing, and I keep saying this. We heard some crazy stuff about Tommy the Doctor, that they filmed all this stuff. You didn't get to see it, right? I was at the filming of Angels Take Manhattan, and there were characters or something they filmed with that I did not see at all there. You imagine that footage was like a thing to show that he saved them with Matt Smith to be released later, like as like a mini-sode or something, or like a 10, 15-minute episode. Oh, and because there was like this whole band, like musicians, with Amy, with the Doctor in the scene, and I'm like, what the hell? Where are they? Where did they go? Where did that scene go? And it could be a scene where she's just, living life, not even the first year in New York, and then she's at a club or something, or whatever, or I don't know. But I mean,
she's also the two of them have been a while for a long time. Then where are their kids? Funny how he hasn't.
When did they have? They established that she can't have kids. That's bullshit.
Why is that the case? Why would
Moffat did that in Psalm of the Daleks? She said she can't have kids.
Or they find out that the kid that they met up was an adopted child of theirs. I mean,
was it that she can't have kids, or that after going through River, she don't want to have kids?
Maybe after going through River, maybe that she didn't want to have.
Back. I think she was the asylum, the Dalek asylum. She couldn't have them.
Why the heck did they take something away from her? Because now, what could have been great? Like one of her descendants probably could have helped the Doctor at some point.
Yeah. Like
I said, do like a future pod.
The Doctor met up with an adopted child or a foster child of.
We gotta look back.
It could have been a legacy thing. Like the Pawns would be a legacy companion thing. Like he will always be paired out with one of the Pawns.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, it will be cool, but yeah.
All right, guys. I know this is getting late. Just people gotta go to work. I do apologize. We have fun sometimes, but sometimes it's because of me that it gets too late. So I do apologize. But thank you, guys. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.